Hello, Base Girls and Bees. I'm Senpai. Welcome to my channel today. We're going to be checking out the Vocaloid producer. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce their name.
Kikuo.
Kikio. A lot of you guys are telling me to check out this producer. Now I've heard that they are one of the darkest producers that some people have ever heard. So that is interesting. Yeah, you know what? Can't get enough of the dark Vocaloid music, which is a lot of the Vocaloid music I feel like I've listened to is dark. So yeah, so the first song we have is Love Me, Love Me, Love Me. Wait, is this our shit? Wait, is this is this our shit there? Oh wait. Oh, I do know this song. This might be like the only song I know, like I've heard some things of, but yeah, let's check this out. We might do the top, like I kind of go by like the most viewed songs on their like respective channels, like the top 3 or 4 songs, whatever. But yeah, let's check this out. It really, creates this, like, creepy atmosphere. It's very atmospheric, like, in an unsettling way, you know? Don't abandon me, don't go anywhere. Oh my god, no, girl, it's okay. Oh my god, the music video is dark as well, oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know how to, like, put it into words exactly, like, how I feel about it, but it's, like, it's something in the way that this song is, like, I feel like it's very much, like, the music itself really adds to this, like, unsettling, you know, like, atmosphere or energy of the song. It almost feels like, you know, like, you're sort of, like, it's really interesting in the sense of, I feel like the instrumental and the music itself is so interesting in the sense of I feel like it almost conveys like what's happening in this like little girl's mind, in the sense of it feels like she is, you know, kind of mentally, you know, not there, in the sense of she's struggling mentally. It feels like what maybe she's a little girl that's being like neglected by her parents, and she just is like yelling and screaming into the world that she just wants somebody there. She wants somebody to love her or care for her. Like it feels like she's like yawning for love or from affection from anybody. And I feel like, you know, it's very interesting. You feel that sort of dark, that twisted energy through the instrumental as well. And I feel like it's very intriguing. It's very unsettling as well. It's so well done. Like, Miku's voice is tuned like that, like... Oh my god, is this Miku's voice? I think this is Miku's voice, but I swear I've never heard, like, her or a Vocaloid so tuned in that way, like, they hit those kinds of notes. Like, it's so piercing, you know? It's these high notes are almost honestly kind of like unsettling as well. It's really interesting. But I am wondering, because it's saying like something about like a curse and like a necklace. Like, I don't know, like, what has she been cursed with something that, like, I don't know, keeps it's like a apple a day keeps a doctor away, but it's like this necklace keeps everybody away. I don't know.
体が大きくなっても小さい首
Hmm.
は苦しくなるたび
Well, I wonder if I don't know if the necklace is like a metaphor for something else potentially. I don't know.
人が人が誰にも負けない綺麗な人でしょあの子よりもこの子よりも
Hmm. Oh, is this wait, is this something to do with like is this like love? Like is there like why don't you accept my confession of love to you behind the gymnasium? Or maybe it's just like in a general sense. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. I'm like trying to sort of gauge what it's specifically kind of like saying, and like love me, love me, love me, like I want love. And I don't know if it's like coming from sort of this sense of like like a lack of that, and kind of because I feel like I don't know, I don't think it's a sense of like she feels like she's entitled, right? It's not like this sense of entitlement that I'm feeling from her. I honestly feel like it's almost this like she isn't okay. I feel like there's something not okay with this girl.
全部あげるあなたに全部背負ってもらうよ足りないあなたが足りない話さないの
Like it almost feels like this idea of maybe she's been really neglected herself, in her own life. Like she hasn't been given love, and it almost feels like it feels like almost in a sense of her interpretation, her perception of love feels distorted to a point where I feel like it comes across as toxic, controlling, like, she was saying, like, I went behind the gymnasium to like confess to whoever that was. And it feels like she's like, why don't you love me? I'll give you everything. I'll give you everything I have, almost like, I don't know, it almost is like a bit like yandere-ish, but it feels like this perception inherently of the way that she like wants to be loved, but in the same way that how she perceives in the way that she gives love, very much so to me feels yeah, it comes across as potentially like toxic in nature, or it feels like she's hurt, a girl that's really struggling.
愛して愛して愛してもっともっと愛してもっともっと愛して苦しいほどに苦しい離さない苦しい
Oh my god, so my mode freak the fuck out. Oh my god. Damn. That high note is crazy. Okay, so my internet fucking died for a second. Fun. Miku ruined my internet. Oh my god. Damn. Yeah, I don't know. It's like that thing. It's like I swear I feel like I've not heard Miku's voice like used like that. That high note is so like, oh, I don't know. It's so piercing. Oh my god. Oh, it is, yeah, it is Miku vocals, okay. Yeah, this song is really interesting. It's really like, it's dynamic. I feel like it really sucks you in, like I feel like I get like just I think what shows how amazing of a producer they are is in the sense of, along with Miku's voice, but I don't think it's just Miku's. I was like it's produced in such an insane way. Like Miku's voice is amazing in this, but also I think it really is like that the atmosphere and sort of the way that things are sort of like produced and tuned with the music video as well. It really creates this very like, it kind of reminds me almost of like the vibe I get from like a horror game a bit, like it's like it feels like psychological. And I think that's really intriguing. And it's really, deep subject matter, and it's done in such a creative and beautiful but dark way. I really do respect a lot of these like producers because they really do cover these very mature subject matters in such beautiful ways that I really think makes like this like Vocaloid music or Japanese music so intriguing to me, just in, the type of subject matter they look at and do it in such, like I said, um a mature artistic kind of way. But yeah, this song's amazing. Like I said, I'm not particularly sure too much on like what this song's like specifically mean. I could be here all day on this, like too much time on each song, but this is an amazing song. I thought the vocals were incredible. Like I said, this like music video is really interesting too, like the art, sort of like the flashes, the visual of it. I really do feel like it kind of reminds like the visuals. It kind of almost looks like, I don't know if it's a representation almost like of this girl's like sort of psyche or mental health, but it's kind of in a way how I imagine it, in the sense of it feels like very much so to me in my own interpretation, like she is not mentally all right. I don't think she is all mentally there. There's something going on with Girly, but yeah, amazing song. Amazing song. Okay, let's go to the next one. We have You Are a Worthless Child. Jesus Christ. You Are a Worthless Child. Damn. That's not very nice. Damn. Yo, what is up with like feeling like what? Like fucking like the child abuse and this shit. Like damn.
君はできないできないできない子この世で一番できない子ラララララララララララララララララララ
Yeah, why is it catchy? You know what this reminds me of, in the sense of like, yo, I would hear this, like, say in a playlist, not know what it's saying, and I would fucking be turned up, I've been bopping to this shit, and it's like, I'm just being told I'm a worthless child, as an Asian person, as a Chinese boy, I'm used to that shit, It's like, damn, I'm getting called a useless child again, you know?
ラララ勉強も運動も話もできない貧乏
What the fuck?
まで汚い
What the hell? What the fuck?
名前も言えない口からもねがすおえつが好きでした
What the fuck? That's psychotic? Your mouth couldn't form your own name, but I like the sobs it made. What the fuck? That's fucked up. Yeah, this is like full just abuse.
よがれに鼻くそふてくそ小便ばい菌泣き虫
Whoa, what the fuck? Oh my god.
鼻くそふてくそ小便
Covered in drool, dandruff, shit, and piss. Jesus Christ.
泣き虫よ
fuck?
「
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. If it weren't for me, you would be a dead child. I think that this is something that, wow, this is, I think this is something that is something that, that kind of happens in the, like, in the dynamics of, parental abuse in the sense of, like she like the mother looks like almost the mother saying like verbal abuse to the kid, but the mum being like, you're worthless, you piss, you shit, you do all this and you can't look after yourself, you can't talk, you can't, abusing them, but at the same time, she says, you're nothing without me, like you're only here because of me. And it's that, I think it's the idea of that, that idea, like she's abusing the kid and she's calling them worthless or whatever, but there's still this idea of control, right? Like she's taking she wants control over the kid, so the kid can't escape from her because the kid's worthless without her. Like, it's a very, oh my god, it's such a toxic idea of like, she like, this kid feels worthless because of the things that his mom's saying to him, but at the same time, you don't know a world without your parents. You don't know a world without your mom. And so you feel worthless without her, but you feel worthless with her as well. And that's that dynamic of you're trapped. You're stuck. There's no real way, like how do you get out of this, especially when you're a child, in this particular situation. I think like, as well as I remember like sort of hearing stories of sort of parents that would like purposely make their kids sick, so then the parent has to look after their child in this, I think, in this idea of they want control. It makes a parent feel like they're in control and the child solely has to rely on their parent, and it's this, toxic dynamic. Or I heard as well of like, I think like a story of like this mother or like a parent, right? Like purposely keeping a kid sick in the hospital so she had to look after them, and it's and I feel like to a certain extent I kind of feel like it's this kind of abusive dynamic of like, I think it's a very, what stood out to me was the idea of like, yeah, like, you're a useless child, you're worthless, but you're nothing without me. Like you can't escape from me, you can't leave me. Even though you're worthless, I'm not throwing you away. I'm keeping you. I'm using you for for her own sort of, self satisfaction or self benefit. Oh. Oh, it's like, and wait, and the kid's growing up? That's interesting. So they're growing up now. Okay, they're older. What what pissed in my flower vase? What the fuck? Oh, the why? That's very specific. Okay. Wow. Wow. Dry mouth dry from whispering slander. Oh my god. I'm kind of I'm kind of like, yeah, no, because I was going to say, I was like, huh, what, who is this coming from? Yeah, no, I don't know what, I think it's definitely yeah, it's like the mom saying this to the kid, right? Interesting, from whispering slander. So there's a, So is that almost saying, and also I think it stands out in the sense of she says you're whispering, almost like he's trying to, or that the kid's trying to, get some help, behind closed doors, of course, 'Whoa! Whoa! 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 Oh my god! What the fuck? Yo, that's fucked up. Holy shit. I wasn't expecting it to say the fucking R slur. That's fucked up. What the hell? Yo, that's fucked up. Jesus, I didn't even say the subtitles too. Yo, I was not expecting that. Holy shit. Yo, I was not expecting that. She fucking called her son the R word. That's fucked up. That's actually fucked up. Yo, what the hell? Fucked up, dude. Fucked up. Absolutely fucked up. Messed up. What the hell? What the actual fuck, dude? Damn. Damn. Look, and also, like, look, saying the R word is one thing, but like she used it in like the derogatory. I'm sorry, I can't. I speak impediment. The derogatory term.
眠るような心地で私と踊ろう踊ろうずっと踊ろうよ寂しい君はできないできないできない
This song is fucked up, but also it's catchy as well. Oh my god.
私が一生守るからでもあの子は釣れない子私の元から飛び立った
He ran away.
間にキスだらけ
What the fuck?
でもそのまま旅立った私できないできないできないできないあの子はいます
Wait. Whoa. This is interesting. It changed. It changed. I'm a useless child that is no longer here. Is this the kid singing, or is this still the mom saying this?
私できないできないできない誰も助けてくれません私寂しい寂しい寂しいと寂しいあの子はもういません私寂しい寂しい寂しいと
Wow.
もし
Oh
も
my
時間
god.
を戻せたら
Wow. Oh my god. Wow. I got like full on. Whoa, I got full on goosebumps from that. Like it hit me in the heart, like emotional, like response to that. Wow. Um, I think that I think that's really important. Or I think that is the depthness of that when he's like the child ran away because of his mother, right? And because of the way that his mom was abusing him, right? And then she kind of has it almost feels like, her saying like, I'm a useless child, I'm a useless child, I'm a child that's not good enough. That to me very speaks the volume of, abuse in general, right? Which is the sad reality is of that abuse is a cycle, right? If abuse happens where if your parent was abused when they were a child, some people carry that abuse forwards and then abuse their children. And so it almost feels like potentially maybe the mum as a kid was abused to a certain extent as well, or based on her experience of being of low self-esteem, or being told that she isn't good enough, that was pushed onto the kid, and she carried on that same cycle of abuse or same behavior. And that, of course, is not excusing what the mum did, because of course it's fucked, but it's just a look into the reality of what happens with a lot of abuse, which is abusers, there's a lot of abusers who are abuse victims themselves. You know, it's a cycle. It's a cycle that happens. It's a cycle that, you know, sadly continues. If you don't get the help that you need, it can turn into you becoming an abuser yourself. Or I think sometimes, like, also, I don't know, I'm not like a professional at anything, so like don't take my word for things, but you know, sometimes I feel like it's the idea of you're taking control of your trauma by kind of almost reenacting it yourself, right? But this is a whoa, this is like a this song has so much depth to it. It's such like a beautiful song, but also such a dark song at the same time. But then it's got this like catchy beat to it. It's like it's so much depth. So much depth to it. Like I feel like if you're listening to this on like a playlist, like I wouldn't even know this song's that fucked up. But it's a wow, dude. What a fucked up song. You're a useless child. Yeah. Wow. Amazing song. This is an incredible song. I really do like as well that the lyrics of this song, right? It's so piercing. It's so hard hitting in, you know, in the lyrics of the song and like how direct it is. You know, you're a useless child. And that's the hook of it, right? You're useless. You're useless. And I think I think that's so smart in the way that it's written, how direct the lyrics are, because I think that it's the idea of, I feel like, you know, in trying to convey the meaning of this song or trying to, you know, sort of convey, I feel like the message or the emotion, this idea of hearing this, you know, you're a useless child, you're useless, playing in your head. That's kind of what happens, you know, it's the voice in your head, the voice in the back of your mind that never goes away, that's always there. And I feel like maybe the lyrics of this song kind of I feel like in a way maybe, you know, kind of has that a bit of that element, right? When it's you know, when you're an abuse victim or in general, you know, stuff like, you know, you're going through like depression, anxiety, you know, mental health aspects as well. It's there's this voice, you know, at the back of your mind. It's a voice that's always there, the self-doubt within you that speaks to you, that sort of grains on you, that pulls you down. And I think that that did a really great job at conveying that. But also, you know, the idea of the mum constantly saying this, but at the same time, I think there's a certain like element of, even if the mum's not there saying it, the kid's thinking that. It's in their mind. It's constantly in their mind. They're always hearing it in the back of their mind, even when the mum maybe isn't saying it, you know. But oh my god, incredible song, like absolutely incredible song. Like wow. Okay, next we have Dance of the what the fuck? Dance of the Corpses? What the fuck kind of song name is that? What the fuck? Dude, that's crazy. All right. I'm just kind of scared. I'm kind of scared right now. What the fuck? Possessing someone. Whoa. Oh my god. once again, and it's like the way that they like, um, really mixed or like produced Miku's voice. Like I don't know like what it is specifically, but she's got this sort of like energy or a way that her voice, um, like can conveys emotion. It's so piercing. Um, it's so hard hitting. Oh my god, it's just like it's so dark and atmospheric. Like I don't know how to put it into words, but they do such a great way at making their songs feel so dark and so eerie and so piercing. This might be yeah, like one of the darkest producers I've heard, but like in a really good way. It's in a really great way. Um in the sense of, does this make sense? Sometimes, this idea of I don't like sometimes like edginess for the sake like, oh, like I'm being edgy because it's like it's cool. But what I really like about, like I've said, about like some of these producers or these artists that make these songs, right? They use these vocaloids to create this art, is that there's some depth and there's meaning. And I feel like there's this like from these producers, it comes from a place of like, really conveying this hard emotional subject matter, or potentially even maybe some of it's from their own personal experiences, things that maybe they've gone through, and I love the depth of that. I think it's so incredibly amazing. And like I'm really, amazed by the artistry of that, because I think it is hard to sort of convey really deep, dark, emotional concepts. And I think that, these producers especially, so I don't know if they're like, I don't know if this producer's a man or a woman, doesn't really matter, but that they do it so well, so well. Oh my god. And also, I'm sorry, I'm just not confident in how to pronounce their name, so that's why I'm not like saying their names. I'm not like confident in how to pronounce it. Oh. Is this a song about suicide? Is that what this could be? Like you saying like come join the dance of corpses. If living on is such a drug, is this saying like is this a song about suicide? Kind of like maybe the voice in the back of your mind, that it like the suicidal tendencies, or that voice in your mind. Wow. This video is really interesting as well. Like the corpse is sort of like dancing. But I think it's really interesting too, because it kind of makes it's a bit like make it like a positive thing or like a happy thing almost. Oh my god, there's so much depth to this. Like they're happily dancing along, like from time to time, the image when you died appears. Jesus Christ, I'm not. That is the punishment, the self you despise, and release your wailing forwards. Oh my god, what the fuck? Wow.
上手ね詰めてゆく嬉し楽しむしかばねろ
Yeah, this is really interesting. It's like it's like happy dance of the corpses in the underworld or in like hell. And I mean, it's really interesting. Like that's a really interesting like depiction in the sense of, I feel like, oh, wouldn't normally that be like, like a bad thing? But I think it's like interesting that it still talks about like, oh, living is such a drag. Why don't you come down here? And I think that's a very like interesting perception of that because I feel like in a lot of the way that that's perceived, does that make sense? It would be more seen like in a dark sense or a negative sense, but almost like being one of these corpses in the dancing corpses is like liberating or it's almost like it's saving you, but at the same time it's not saying that that's like a great thing. It's like, oh, you still have to see like visions of the way you died and it's a punishment. Wow, I think it's very interesting. I'm still not 100% sure on what I think specifically the song is about, but I think it could be about suicide or like saying that if you take your own, because if you take your own life and you come to like the underworld, then like things can be liberating for you, but you have to be haunted by the fact maybe of like how you died or something like that.
君の居場所がここにある嘘を見ぬ空の地味がよさあ赤パテを飛びましょう赤パテを飛びましょう赤パテを飛びましょうチャッチャッ
The chick that woo! Well, I don't know if this is like punishment for sin. I don't think this sounds like it's like punishment for sin though.
屍の踊り屍の踊り苦し楽しの屍ロンド
Yes, it will let you be one of us too. Wow. Wow. Oh my god. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I'm blown away by these songs. Like the depthness, um, like the way Miku's voice is produced. Because I think it's like really interesting, like Miku's voice in this, like I feel like she doesn't really change a lot like vocally, like dynamic wise. Like I don't like she goes up in like volume or like, change in voice. It's like soft. It's like eerie. It almost has this like monotone-esque sound to her. I don't know how to put it, but it has this like really interesting like atmospheric feel to the vocals of the song, and I feel like that's really interesting to me. But the dynamics of that, like I don't feel like I've ever heard Miku's voice be like produced in this way before, and I find that really intriguing, really interesting. But okay, I could go on about this forever, but yeah, that was some songs from. Okay, I'm sorry. Wait,
Kikuo,
Kikuo. For the first time, amazing producer. Wow, I'm blown away. This is like probably the darkest, one of the darkest, if not the darkest producers I've seen. But like I said, in a good way. I hope that you guys did enjoy this video. Did enjoy this video, please consider subscribing, like the video, sharing the video. If you guys would potentially like to see a part 2, is the video does do well, then I'll do a part 2. But also, you can let me know down below in the comments if you have any other of your favorite Vocaloid producers that maybe you'd like to see a video on next. That depends on you guys. If you'd like to see more, please consider hitting the subscribe button, liking the video, sharing the video, supporting the video. There's a new function on YouTube that helps more YouTubers, the hype points button or option. So if you'd like to help me, yeah, please do consider giving me some hype points on this video. It would mean so much to me. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.